The other thing, the neat thing inside of Unity is I could actually close down this and come down here and say, you know what, I need a robot, and do a search for robot and say, I want to find a robot in my asset store. So now here I see, well, here's robot Kyle right there. And we see exactly what the information is, what the price of it is. I can say import package. And it brought that in. Now I have robot Kyle. Now I can say import. Now that I do import, you'll notice that my models, or my robot Kyle folder rather, has a model folder where this is where robot Kyle is. I could then turn around and take him and drag him into the scene. Now there's robot Kyle. Okay. These are the textures that comes with robot Kyle. When I click on them and see my inspector window changes based off of the texture that's selected. So by simply typing in the search box up here, so I could actually like type in couch, and it's going to search my existing assets, or I can click on here and say, well, I want to search an asset store, and I just looking for free assets, or I just want to look for paid assets. So instead of searching for couch, I could search for a table, and now we see these paid assets here. Again, there's 66 free assets as well that I could be looking at. And see this table here that I can even look and kind of modify in here, see what it looks like inside the editor, right? And I can open that up inside my browser and see, hey, this is free. It requires Unity 5, so it'll tell you if it requires a particular version. And we see it has a 5-star rating based off 3 people. We can see if there's any reviews down here. And sure enough, there's a review from a couple days ago saying, hey, it's a very good dungeon, nice props, circular stairs. So right here, we could say import package, or I can just in the web browser say open in Unity. It's going to ask me, hey, can I use Unity to actually open up this type of asset? And it will say yes. At which point it brings up the asset store window again to that guy, and we can just simply download it. And we'll see this download, and when it downloads, it's going to come up with the import script, just like we're able to do for the robot. While we're waiting for that, we can come down here and see what some of the different images are. Of course, when you're doing your own assets, you could come in here and put your own YouTube video if you want to. It actually shows you what you're getting, right? And so if you make your own assets, it's always a good idea to have many screenshots. And it always shows things like recommendations, based off other things that are similar. You can come down here and look for the top free items, okay, or top grossing. Okay, so we can take a look while this is still working. If for whatever reason you didn't want to buy it right then or whatever, you could add it to your wish list, and that way it'll be in your wish list for later. But this is almost done. So now it's going to decompress the thing, so it downloaded it, and it's really just a zip file. So now it's downloaded and it's ready to import into our project. And if for whatever reason I didn't want to import everything, let's say I just want my materials from this, I could do that. Of course, that's not what I want. I really want everything, right? So I'm going to select everything and let it import it into my project. And it's going to go through, and now it's going to go into this decrepit dungeon folder, and it's putting all these things in here. So again, I didn't have to pay any money for this. This actually this didn't come from Unity. This came from this company here. I could actually click on this and see other things they have made. Right, so it's kind of neat they gave something away. We can see what else they have. It looks like that's about the only thing they currently have, which that's pretty neat. That they created something that was free. So I'm going to go ahead and close the asset window here while we're waiting on the different textures and everything else to load. So while this is finishing up, remember this table A was inside this package. That's how we got there. So I could have just tried to import table A and the materials that came with it, if that's truly all I wanted. I wouldn't necessarily have to install the entire 300 megs of the scene, right? But usually I like to go and import everything again, take a look, and then I'll exclude things that I don't want to keep. So here we are, the dungeon. We can take a look at some prefabs. See if we see table A in here maybe. There it is right there. Just take table A and drop it on in there. Now we'll see table A. So, pretty neat. Without having to do anything. Granted, I was earlier in the different lessons. I created the cube, created the sphere. But now I have a really cool robot and a table. They don't necessarily go well together. But I didn't have to create that, right? And the same is true. Let me bring up the asset window, the asset store window. The same is true if I want to look for scripting. So I'm coming in here to my scripting and say I need an AI script. Okay, and I can sort by price. So now there's this rival theory, Rain AI for Unity, which is something I highly suggest you grab. Rain AI for Unity. And now you have a whole artificial intelligence system that you didn't have to write code for. Okay? So, and again, there's all kinds of reviews. And again, this is really, really good stuff. Lots of information here.